Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. That's right, because guess what? Even if like Esau is going to war with the Middle East, or going to war with Russia, or going to war with Moab, whatever it may be, the thing is Esau shares one thing in common, even though they're not like Esau or America and Russia, they're both Edomites. But the Middle East and North Korea, well, the thing is Esau shares with them. They all follow in the same kingdom. They all follow the same rules. They all want the New World Order. They're all okay with the chip. So they're still divided. That's still a kingdom divided by itself, right? Because they were all in one agreement in this kingdom, or else they would have been going to war a long time ago, and it would have been war. It would have been World War III a long time ago, basically. But no, they kept quiet, partially because America was on top and ruling over them, but they kept quiet also because they were in agreement with what was going on. It's not just until now where they've developed the power or the firearms to go up against America, where they can be like, well, we don't want to do what you want to do anymore. We want to bring in what we want to bring in. And guess what? Even if these other nations were like not saying this is gonna happen, hypothetically speaking, if these other nations were gonna come and rule in the new kingdom, the next kingdom, it would all go to shit anyways, because none of these other nations are of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai only has one nation you're dealing with, and that's Israel. And at that, the elect of Israel, not just all of Israel. Okay, so it doesn't matter, they're all in one agreement, and that's kingdom divided among itself. And it says, verse 26, and if Satan cast out Satan, America versus Russia, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? So guess what? America is going to be going against Russia to defend their kingdom, and Russia is going to be going against America to take down their kingdom. But they're both going to destroy the kingdom, throwing missiles back and forth at each other, man. And they're going to be killing off 2/3 of Israel, which is good because that's also cleansing the earth, man. The 2/3 of Israel is wicked as all hell. Okay, I'm talking about wicked as all hell. Taking part in this transgender shit and this bestiality shit that's going on. Wicked Israel's wicked at all hell. They'll kill off their own people before going after the real enemy. And that's what the Lord is pissed off about, and that's what he's coming to get rid of, man. Okay, I'm gonna jump back to Second Ezra 15 and 19. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men," which means division, sedition among men and evading one another, breaking into each other's houses, okay, stealing each other's things, and shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, because they're gonna care with the government anymore, man. You got people already trying to come up against governments of the different nations, okay? It says that's what Purge is all about, man. Purge is basically it's talking about people coming against the society, or coming up. It's a day where people get to go and get revenge on basically the higher ups of the world, the upper echelons of the world, and each other too. It says, verse 17, a man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be alone, and it should not be able. Because you're gonna be there's gonna be if any of you brothers been watching there's a new TV show out, I recommend you watch it. It's called Connolly or Connolly, right? And it's a new TV show, and it's set in the time of what we're reading right now. Martial law broke out. Okay, the Homeland Security runs everything, and each province of America is gated off. LA or California is gated off from New York and all these different things. So it says a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to, because each city is going to be sect off or divided off from each other. Okay. It says closed off from each other. It says verse 18. For because of their pride the cities shall be troubled, the house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Which the sword can mean anything, right? It's not just an actual sword. It can mean an actual sword as well, but it's a killing instrument. It could be a gun. The modern day sword is a gun. You know, any kind of weapon. It says, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread. And bread is abbreviation for not having substance, food or money, not having anything to eat with, whether that bread could be clothed, whatever it may be. Mainly, it's gonna be mainly food, because food is the most important thing in times like this, because people are not gonna be able to buy or sell anything. So you're gonna want food. The starvation is the worst way to die. It tells you in the scriptures that dying by famine is worse than dying any other way. Roughly paraphrasing, and it says, where am I here? Yeah, it says, for the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Behold, saith Yahweh, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libanus, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen. So will I also, and recompense in their bosom. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, which is Yahweh Shai, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth, which is Esau, man. Heck, even Jake does that shit. It says the fire is gone forth from the wrath, and hath consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power, defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sinneth against him. Because you know what? These Edomites think they're going to be able to hide from this upcoming destruction. Okay, they think they're going to be able to hide in their bunkers, in their sweet bunkers, underground bunkers in the mountains, in the cities, in different remote areas of the world. Yeah, guess what? You will be able to hide, but guess why you're hiding? Because we need to save you. You need to save yourself for slavery in the new kingdom. Okay, so really, you're just saving yourself you're digging your own grave. Okay, that's what you're doing. You're saving yourself for salvation, because it's actually worse to save yourself. Or no, not for salvation, but for slavery. It's worse to save yourself for slavery, because slavery is going to be rigorous, man. We're talking about the way we're going to put you Edomites and you other nations in slavery is going to be worse, uh, double what you did to us, man. Especially Esau. I always like what Apostle Kabar says, saying that Esau's not going to have any home. Esau's going to be sleeping in holes in the ground, man. And the day that you guys are going to look forward to is the Sabbath. That's the only day we're going to be able to render our evil on you, man. Because Apostle Tahar always says, makes jokes about how Esau and the other nations are going to keep the Sabbath, are going to want to keep the Sabbath better than us, because it's the only day of rest they have. But all the other 6 days, you're going to be going through hell day and night, man. Day and night. Worse hell than you guys did to us. We're talking about when you guys took our women that were pregnant and tied each leg to a horse to split her apart, or feed our babies to for gator bait. It's gonna be worse than that, man. On top of that, we're gonna have spiritual powers, So we're gonna be able to bring you back to relive that pain right away. You know, we're gonna be able to do whatever we want with you because we're gonna be in rulership under the power of Yahweh by Shemi Al Shai. Those of us are of the hopeful elect. I mean, ultimately all of Israel, but the elect first, primarily. It says, for the Lord knoweth them all that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. Verse 27 of 2nd Ezra 15. It says, for now we are plagues, for now we, for now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai shall not deliver you because ye have sinned against him. That's talking about Israel, man. That's the only person that the Lord is dealing with, and that's the only person that the Lord would consider saving, right? But 2/3 of Israel have went against the Lord, and now he's making us pay for it, right? It says, verse 29, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that all that which hear them may fear and trembling. So it's gonna be all hell and war, coming here soon to America and to Canada, man. The whole world's gonna see it, man. And you know what? Baruch Yahweh Shimi Al Shai for that, because that's the day that Yahweh Shai comes back, and those of us who are of the hopeful elect, okay, we're gonna be done. We're gonna be done our work, and we're gonna be living that life, man. Where we're gonna have our spiritual bodies, have our concubines and our multiple wives, and best of all, our slaves, our Edomite and other nation slaves. Okay. So with that, I hope you Akims got edified and you got Akims stay up. I want to say Kal Halal Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. A salutation to you Akim pushing this word in true sincerity. Alright, stay up. This kingdom's coming down soon, and stay strong. Alright, Shalom.